All right, so today I want to talk to you about how to use Instagram to get clients and what you need to know so that you can make consistent sales every single month. And there's a lot of confusing advice about Instagram. There's all these different tricks and tips. And so a lot of people are confused about the best way to just make a living off of Instagram. So if you have a business and you want to use Instagram to get more customers, to sell your products or your services, I'm going to show you how to do that really simply. So the first thing you have to do is start with your bio. You have to make sure that your bio is very clear and straight to the point. When people come to your profile, they want to know immediately what is it that you do. People are scrolling through Instagram, they're looking at different profiles. So you want to capture their attention by being very, very clear about who it is that you help and what you offer. So in the description of your bio, you want to explain who you help and how you help them. You also want to have a link in your bio that's going to go straight to your offer. So if you are offering a service, you want to have a way for people to click on a link and schedule a discovery call so that you can sell your services over a phone call or a Zoom call. If you're selling something like a digital product or courses, you also want to have a link to your program, or you can have a link to your funnel or to an opt-in, a webinar, an ebook, something that allows people to get into your funnel like your email list. All right, so something else you want to have in your profile are story highlights. And this is a way for people to get to know you, what you do, your services, and you can put this right on your profile. And so what you're going to do is create some stories and then save those stories as a pinned highlight. So for me, I have my free resources on there. I have my courses and how people can work with me. You can also have a behind the scenes where you can show how you work with clients or show your products or services in your stories and then save them to those highlights. You can also create an about me story series and talk about your origin story, why did you start your business, who you like to help, what inspires you to, and what motivates you to really help and work with clients. And that's a great way for people to get to know you, to know more about your brand and your mission and your values. Because when you're selling services on something like Instagram or selling any type of offer, it's really about creating a personalized experience and letting people really connect with you in a deep and intimate way. Okay, so after you have optimized your profile, now you have to be really clear about the content you're going to create, and you need to be consistent with posting content. So I'm going to break down the different types of content that do really well and how to plan all this out. So you want to start off with having content pillars, and this is a documented list of the different type of topics that you're going to be talking about for your brand. So you're going to choose 3 to 5 topics to talk about that relate to some of the problems or things that your ideal client finds interesting or is into. These topics need to be related to your niche. All right, so let me give you some examples. So if you are a web designer and you want to get web design clients from Instagram, you can talk about things like branding, homepage optimization, and talk about why it's important to use your website as a sales funnel. If you are a fitness coach, and let's say you help people get into shape and you help them with their meal plan and dieting, you can talk about those specific topics. Talk about exercise routines, indoor exercise, outdoor exercising, meal planning, how to prep your meals for like a week in advance. You can talk about mindset and how to think positively and how to be motivated to stay on your workout regimen. So all these things are slightly different topics, but they relate to the main topic of staying in shape and why they should work with a fitness coach. Now, if you're a social media manager, I get asked all the time, I'm a social media manager, I want to get social media clients on Instagram, what should I talk about? So what you need to talk about is the topic of social media. So talk about Instagram, talk about TikTok, talk about LinkedIn, whatever platform you specialize in. Some social media managers specialize in specific platforms, so maybe that's something you do. You can talk all about that. And you want to use Instagram to share tips. And honestly, if you talk about Instagram on Instagram, people are going to know you as the expert and they're going to start to like recognize you as that way. So it's a great way to actually grow your Instagram marketing services. When you're coming up with content pillar topics, these need to be things that people are thinking about in your niche, things that are related to a problem that your ideal client is facing. And then when you talk about those topics, you're going to be giving them solutions, or you're going to be giving them valuable content that's going to help them. And that's how you need to think about content pillars. Now, the other thing you have to understand is consistency on Instagram is very important. Okay, you need to be showing up consistently every single week. So I recommend posting between 3 to 5 times a week. And when you post consistently, it it'll allow you to grow your followers. People need to see you on a regular basis so that you can develop that know, like, and trust with your audience. Now, what you can do to stay consistent is to batch your content. So what I'm not telling you to do is for every day to think about, okay, it's Monday, what should I post today? Instead of doing that, you should pre-plan this content using the content pillars that I told you to document earlier, and then taking those ideas, coming up with some topics that you can create content around, and then batching the content. So you could take 1 or 2 hours a month and plan out everything for the entire month. You can use a scheduling tool and you can pre-schedule it. There are some great scheduling tools that I actually recommend. And if you go to the description of this video, I have a list of things to help you with that. So if you're going to create things like reels or carousel posts, you can spend a weekend just recording yourself. You don't have to always talk to the camera. You can just do silent reels with some captions. You can also create carousel posts that are really informative and give lots of value. So let's talk about these different content types. So video is one of the most important type of content to create if you're trying to sell your services and offers on Instagram. Video is the top way to attract people to your brand because they get to know you. They get to see you on camera. They get to see you talking, your body language, your eye contact, right? And so that's going to allow them to really build a bond with you and feel like they're talking to you even though you're talking to the camera. So when it comes to reels, if you're a service provider, a coach, consultant, freelancer, I recommend you do a few videos where you're just talking straight to the camera and you have some captions to help. You can also do behind the scenes videos or reels where you're actually working on something, talking to clients, talking on a Zoom call, record yourself doing that, and you can use some captions to explain what you're working on. If you actually have a team in your business and it's not just you're not a solopreneur, you can show behind the scenes of your team meetings, team outings, or show yourself in the office or wherever, whatever type of business you have, show your team we're actually working on doing something together. And reels are really good to actually grow followers and create more engagement. Now, after you record that reel, one of the things I want you to do is write a caption that summarizes the reel, and the last line of that caption needs to be a call to action. So invite people to go to the link in your bio and book a call with you if they need help. Tell people to send you a direct message, a DM, and start a conversation with them. And I'm going to talk more about DM sales towards the end of this video, so keep watching. Another form of content is to create carousel posts. And I want to tell you something about this. Carousel posts have really made a comeback recently on Instagram. And these are really easy to create. You can create them in Canva, and you can literally just create all of your carousel posts for the whole month. It's very, very simple to do. So carousel posts are going to be a group of different images. You can have 4 to 5 or even 6 different carousel posts in one post. And so people have to keep swiping to keep reading. And the other thing I like about carousel posts is Canva has so many templates to create these. You can actually create diagrams, you can create graphs to really explain a specific topic. And the way that I look at carousel posts is, to me, carousel posts are kind of like doing mini blogging. It's like a mini blog post that's not as long, but that is condensed. You can also use photos of yourself. You can mix photos plus text-based carousel posts and have a lot of fun with it. And actually, I recommend that you go to my own Instagram profile. Go look at my profile. I have a few examples there. So make sure you follow me and connect with me on Instagram. The other thing you need to do is you want to have engagement. You want to be engaging with your ideal clients. So people who are liking on your posts, commenting on your posts, go to their profile, follow them. Comment on their content, like their content, engage with them, watch their stories, reply to their stories, and really have a conversation with them. Now, your posts that you have, typically what I recommend when you're posting is some of your posts could just be informational, where you're just nurturing your audience, and some of your posts will be call to actions, meaning that you're going to give value, but you're also going to tell people how they can work with you so that you can help them overcome a specific challenge or provide a solution to what you were talking about in that post. So let me give you a few Instagram growth tips. So as you're posting, right now, the way the Instagram algorithm works is like, it's really based on search engine kind of optimization, okay, SEO. It used to be very hashtag dependent back in the days, but Instagram recently changed that. So it's more about the content. So in the captions of your post, you want to be very descriptive because people can now search and find your post. And growing your Instagram following and audience is really dependent on you creating content that's shareable. So one of the things you could do is create some content that's really going to be shareable. And what really can work for this is carousel posts posts that have content that actually helps people solve a specific problem. Because when people are looking at these posts and they're really good, they're going to click on the share and save button. And when they do this, this is letting Instagram know that this piece of content is something that people like, and Instagram's going to show that more in the algorithm. All right, so one thing I want you to do is let's connect on Instagram. This is my handle right here. Let's go ahead and connect. Send me a DM on Instagram. Also, comment below on this video and let me know what else would you like to learn about Instagram or social media so that I can create more content on this for you to help you grow your business. Also, make sure you subscribe and I will see you later on. Take care.